Competitive Yu-Gi-Oh is trash. Konami gonna ban you if you post this video? Bring on the ban. Let's have fun though. Let's have a load of fun. Oh my God. You guys say some of the stupidest things. I like when I'm going over the video, or if I look over the video, I'm like, yo, Gase and East, guys. Fuck Gase and East. You guys ready? I'm not a big fan of currently competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! There's a lot of problems that I'm pretty sure we're gonna talk about today. Do you guys like competitive Yu-Gi-Oh? Like, seriously? No, God, no. Oh God. It is an overwhelmingly no. That is kind of crazy that so many people don't like competitive Yu-Gi-Oh. That's a little weird. I want to talk to you guys because I think currently Yu-Gi-Oh is not in the greatest spot right now, and it could be in so much better. Let's talk about some of those things that are problems and what potentially could be fixed. I want to talk about those. Dog, I genuinely think we're competitive just because like people are competitive and not because of Yu-Gi-Oh. It's crazy. But I'm really excited to see what you guys, why do you not like competitive Yu-Gi-Oh? Because the shit's ass. Bro, for a name of I'm not edgy, you're pretty edgy, dog. You're pretty edgy. I do like competitive Yu-Gi-Oh when you play with one set of people and it starts evolving around what you play. Brings up exciting and impressive cards. I think that's a good one. My biggest problem, or one of my biggest problems for competitive Yu-Gi-Oh, and it sucks. It's really hard to get into Yu-Gi-Oh as a beginning player. Like, bro, you gotta learn synchros, pendulums, links, this effect, that, bro. It is stupid. And they like, there's no guide. Like, Master Duel isn't a guide on how to play Yu-Gi-Oh. It's a guide on how to play Master Duel, kinda. You either learn stun or 6 summoning mechanics. Yo, you gotta be the avatar or nobody. Seriously. How many times have you ever seen a new beginning player come up with just the structure and be like,
yo, I've learned all of the ways to play Yu-Gi-Oh off of this structure deck. Now I'm going to win.
It's already bad enough that like Yu-Gi-Oh cards themselves, you got to be a lawyer to understand how they work. Like, you're going to give them a stack of rules? Not how it works. The learning curve is ridiculous because of the route of reading plus the time delay. Yes, for new players. Oh no, oh man. I've played against so many new players where you play a card, they're like,
can I read that?
I'm like, yeah. And then like the card text is like, yo, it's like 50 million words. So I'm like, yeah, we're going in the time. Try teaching Yu-Gi-Oh to my dad after 10 minutes. He quit. Did you let him read Master and Damien? The card has 2 dictionaries for effects. I can imagine.
Dad, this is how you pendulum summon. He's like,
monsters are spells? For new players, I think text is like ridiculous. It is so much you have to know. Like, if you quit Yu-Gi-Oh in the past 4 years and beyond, like anything further than 4 years, you have way too much information to keep on. And that's what makes competitive Yu-Gi-Oh suck. Is because not only do you have all of this information to catch on to, competitive players are not forgiving. Like, they're not gonna let you take things back if you're trying to learn things. If you're reading things, they'll try to shark you and stuff. Like, that really, really sucks. Like, would there be any way we could fix that? I'm not gonna lie, the Yu-Gi-Oh jargon is also like ridiculously long, guys. It's just ridiculously long. There's so much Yu-Gi-Oh jargon. That could be a whole nother video. My first ever duel was against my dad. Pretty sure we played wrong and he never touched the cards again. Yo, we gotta, my dad went out for milk in Yu-Gi-Oh! Imagine teaching kids all aspects of the damage step. Yo, that is a problem. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh is marketed to children. Not only is it expensive as hell, like the cards are just like, I was not reading rocket science in that grade. Like, no, not as a second grade. 6-year-olds can't even spell pendulum. That's fair. Accurate. But speaking of such, I think that is another huge problem in Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, the Megatins just dropped this week, guys. And one of the most important Yu-Gi-Oh cards is $40. That's budget. And you need 3. What's up with that? What's up with budget in Yu-Gi-Oh, guys? I think that's huge. I don't think that I'm not sure if there's even a way to fix that first problem because there's just so much stuff. Konami can like try to simplify it again, but like, I mean, you probably lose this all over. We don't read. Prices of Yu-Gi-Oh is literally ridiculous though. You want to become competitive, you have to put a shit ton of money that you don't have. Facts. And what's worse is like once you save up for the like all of your money for these particular cards, they get reprinted and then become trash. Like imagine the people that were like, yo, okay, I finally saved up my money to buy 3 copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Then shoom, Mega 10 reprints, shoom, Structure Deck reprints. You can only feel bad for them. It's a hard cap on how good you can be if you're on a budget. Like, if you're on a budget, you gotta play out of your fucking mind. And your opponent may have to make a few mistakes just for you to get ahead. That is a huge reason why competitive Yu-Gi-Oh is just outright suck. It's like EA. Like if EA ever got a hold of Yu-Gi-Oh.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Don't let EA ever get a hold of Yu-Gi-Oh. It could probably be worse. Not only is it incredibly hard to like understand the mechanics and the cards, it's also ridiculously expensive. And you would think that the biggest solution would be just reprint cards, forehead, but for some reason, Konami seems to miss the mark there. Multiple rarities in the Magic the Gathering, like they do holo and non-holo. I think that is amazing. Like if they came out with like Pot of Prosperity as a secret rare, and in the same set made it a super rare, you kill off shitty super rares, which you guys know how I feel about that. You also give us a high rarity card for people to look for. That actually does solve that problem. I'm very interested to hear what do you guys have for problem solving. I think that would be good too. With the game evolving in such a fast pace, by the time you feel like you can compete, the meta has changed. I think that is the bane. That is the complete worst thing for budget players. Another thing is like for like budget players are like, nah, I'm not gonna buy the cards. Like, this. Cards out of my thing. Like, I am not going to do it. I'm gonna go ahead and play Master Duel. The biggest problem with Master Duel is that it's not 1-for-1. You can't just be a Master Duel player and immediately think, oh, everything's sweet in the TCG. Like, it is a totally different card game. Master Duel is Hopium TCG. Accurate. Master Duel has his own set of problems, and we're gonna definitely talk about that on the Master Duel channel. That's gonna go all the way in there. How much should a competitive Yu-Gi-Oh deck cost for a budget player? $100, 25 to 50. 100 sounds okay. 100 at the most. I think even the people that are on the lowest end, $50. If it was 100, I don't think you guys are like losing too much. But if it were like 150 to 200, then it's like, oh my God, what are we doing here? 50, 100 would be the sweet spot. Yeah. The thing would be is that it's not like $100 is what you have to pay every single time. Let's say out of that $100, maybe $20 to $30 are some like low rarity cards that you can use for other cards. So you pay like that 100 maybe once. You might pay it again depending on if you have to get new cards. But you know, you're pretty much paying anywhere between that 70 to 100. Bro, the biggest, I swear to God, the biggest problem with Konami. There's like one problem with Konami I don't think we can ignore. It's the forbidden list. I'm gonna take the glasses off for this. Hands down, like, oh, there's so many things I can talk about in this one category that makes the game just so undesirably unplayable. And Gay's got a point. What forbidden list? Bro, it is literally, and we've said this before so many times, right? The OCG got a ban list. Speed Duel's got a ban list. Master Duel got a ban list. Another format got a ban list. Players got banned before we have received a ban list. And the problem with that, it's not necessarily that we have not received a ban list. It's the fact that Konami has been so scheduled. They give us a ban list every 3 months. We're going on month 5. They've been doing this for the good portion of 6-7 years. We're on month 5. And they have not given us a ban list, but it gets even worse. It gets so mind-frustratingly worse, and I hate it. It's the fact that Konami doesn't even talk to us. Playing Yu-Gi-Oh! In the TCG is equivalent to being in a relationship with someone that's not there. You're getting all your things right. You guys are happy, you're doing everything you can. You enjoy it, you love it, but you call up your partner and they just don't respond. And then about every so often they come, hey,
Yo, what's going on?
they piss you off or they make you really excited, only to drain your wallet and oh my God, it is really a relationship. I have a suggestion, fellas. We are going to make Konami make a forbidden list. I have an idea to ensure that we get a forbidden list, right? Some of you guys are already participating, so it's cool. We are not going to have
Sex.
until there's a forbidden list. How exactly does this work? Is this hopium?
5 stages of grief yet?
I think they are just way in over their head. So they chose not to take player concerns because it would require too much work to not only change and balance a multitude of cards, but also edit the OCG cards that release in new sets. Well, shit, that's your thing. Like, you took on that problem, Konami. You chose that problem, Konami. This is what you chose. You split the OCG from the TCG. You made Master Duel. You made Cross Duels for some reason. You made Speed Duels. You chose this. As a multi-million, possibly billion-dollar company, I'm pretty sure billion-dollar company, I don't have any remorse. What's even worse with this is that I have a full solution that I posted on my Twitter. I have a full solution that would solve all of our TCG players' problems. There have been multiple game companies that in the competitive scene, they have a particular person talk to us about it. Like, I don't want to mention any games or anything. Let's just put it this way. If Konami were to have one of their personnel, if he were to come on at a period of time, and they don't have to give us a date. This is the crazy thing. They don't have to give us a date. They'd be like, what if they came up, or maybe a content creator was like, hey guys, we're going to be releasing the 2022 Megatens. So in these 2022 Megatens, you guys will be able to get the chance of some really cool cards that we've reprinted in a higher rarity. Now, I understand that some of you guys have been looking for these long-awaited reprints and are excited to have these cards for you, and hopefully you'll be able to pull those 10s, but for the players that don't, there'll be more reprints along the way. By the way, this month of September, or whatever month that we're in, we don't plan on updating the TCG Forbidden list because we're still going through statistics, or we're still in the middle of a format. Bro, how many fucking people would be like, okay, cool. How many of you guys, if they made a video like that, Konami would literally avoid so much backlash? It's that simple. I literally just told you guys a few things. Hey, I reprinted these hand traps, but they're high end, okay? That literally denies all doubt that you guys are thinking it's gonna be ultra budget. I even told you that I will reprint these cards in the future again. That lets players know, hey, if these cards go up in price, I can wait for a little longer. Oh my God, it solves so many problems. It's almost like talking is a solution. Then I told you that there's no forbidden list in September. That lets players know, okay, dang, okay, so I can buy these cards now, or I can wait off until, bro, I'm not going crazy, right? Oh shit, talking's a thing. Send Cali to the bad list. Oh man, I hated it.